Hello everyone, welcome to Vision File, where stories come alive. Today, I've got something special for you. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and if you don't have any, no worries, just get comfortable. Now close your eyes and listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could happen in any house, maybe even yours. Hi, I'm Mohit, and today I'm going to tell you a story that feels too real to be just a story, about a boy, a locked door, and a secret that was never meant to be opened. In this story, you'll hear how a normal boy discovers an old hidden room in his grandfather's house, one that hides a strange unfinished machine, called Project Time, and what happens when he turns it on. 2 months after his exams, Ryan went to stay with his grandfather in an old house at the edge of town. The house smelled like dust and memories, wooden floors, old clocks, and yellow light bulbs. Every night, Ryan heard a soft humming sound, like a machine running somewhere under the floor. When he asked his grandpa, the old man just said, "Never open the door in the basement. Promise me, Ryan." Ryan promised, but curiosity doesn't keep promises for long. One afternoon, while searching for his football, Ryan found a small iron key taped under a table. His heart raced. He followed the humming sound down to the basement, cold, silent, filled with cobwebs. And there it was, an old metal door with the word "Private" carved on it. The key fit perfectly. The lock clicked open. Inside, the air felt heavy, as if time itself had stopped breathing. In the center of the room stood a huge, half-broken machine covered with cloth. On the wall, a dusty metal plate read, "Project Time. Do not activate." Ryan uncovered the machine. It looked like a strange combination of a clock, a generator, and a chair surrounded by old glass tubes. There were notes on the desk, old yellow pages with neat handwriting. Experiment number 47, almost stable. Needs human pulse to start. Ryan didn't understand much, but one thing caught his eye, a photograph of his grandfather as a young man, standing beside the same machine. On the back it said, "The day I lost an hour forever." Ryan whispered, "What does that even mean?" Curiosity took over. The machine had one big red button and a small screen blinking offline. He touched the switch. The lights flickered. The hum he'd been hearing every night grew louder, almost alive. Then, for a second, everything went silent, and suddenly, the basement lights exploded into brightness. The screen flashed. "System rebooting. Year sync lost." The floor vibrated. The air turned heavy. Ryan's ears rang. He blinked, and when his eyes opened again, the basement looked the same but cleaner. The dust was gone. The furniture was new, and his phone showed the date, June 11th, 2125. Ryan froze. "No way! This can't be real!" He ran upstairs. The house was there, but different. Glass walls, floating screens. Outside, silent electric cars glided through the streets. When he asked a passerby what city this was, the man stared at him and said, "You must be from the archives. You look like the past." Ryan realized the machine hadn't just made noise. It had worked. He wasn't in his time anymore. For 2 days, he tried to survive. No money, no ID, no food cards. Every building asked for a digital code that he didn't have. When he saw his reflection on a window, he noticed a faint mark glowing on his wrist, the same symbol from the Project Time room. He whispered, "Grandpa, what did you build?" Ryan found a library, one of the few old buildings still standing. In the archives, he saw something that made his heart stop. A news article from 2089. Local scientist George Miller disappears after testing unfinished time engine, Project Time. Family never found the body. That was his grandfather. Ryan realized the truth. His grandpa hadn't been warning him about the room. He'd been protecting him from the same mistake. Ryan rushed back to the house, now half digital, half familiar. The basement door was gone, replaced by a silver wall. But when he pressed his hand against it, the wrist mark glowed, and a small panel slid open. Inside was the same machine, still humming, waiting. He took a deep breath and whispered, "Please take me back." He pressed the red button again. The machine screamed with light, the world twisted, and everything went black. Ryan woke up on the basement floor. Dust. Silence. He was back, or so he thought. When he climbed upstairs, his grandfather was sitting at the table, calm as ever. "You opened it, didn't you?" the old man said quietly. Ryan nodded. His grandfather smiled faintly. "I did too. Once." Then he rolled up his sleeve. On his wrist, the same faint glowing mark. Ryan stared. "We both went there?" His grandfather looked at him and said,
"No, Ryan. We never left." The lights flickered. The same hum returned, louder than before. Time isn't just numbers on a clock. It's memories, regrets, and promises we try to protect. Some doors stay locked for a reason, not because they hide danger, but because they hide truth. Ryan learned that day. Curiosity can open worlds, but it can also open things you can't close again. So, if you ever hear a strange sound in your house, maybe it's just the wind, or maybe it's time whispering your name. If this story gave you chills, share it with your friends and tell them, don't just chase the future, understand the past first. Now, open your eyes and listen. Do you hear that hum?